Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you the secrets of the power axe. We're going to go over the most effective combo with the power axe. We're going to go over how to actually pull off a power gun strike and get the correct bonus 20% damage because there's a specific way you have to do it. And we're going to go over if the overcharge perk is actually broken on the power axe right now. You may have heard some other content creators saying it's broken, so we'll confirm that in the latter part of the video. And we'll also go over what's actually stronger, the top tree of the axe or the bottom tree. Okay, this is how you do a power gun strike. So you get the parry, you have to wait a split second, and then you get the gun strike. You see there it did 213 damage. And if you do the gun strike too quickly after the parry, it's going to give you less. See how it gives me 177. There it gave me 118 off a dodge. So off a parry, you are going to get a little more damage. So here's another non-power one. And that one only did 88 because he only had that much health left. And then here, we're going to get 118 off a regular. And then we'll wait a split second longer and get the full 213 there, which is for the power gun strike. So if you go top tree, this is one of the best combos. So you do the power backstep into a gun strike and then parry again, power backstep, gun strike. And you can take enemies out pretty quickly like that. And then this is the other good combo off the top tree. So it's 2 power gun strikes. And both those ways, you're going to be able to kill double sword warriors off of 2 parries. And then this is the bottom row build. So you're going to power backstep, gun strike, and then go into a powered overhead slash. So with the bottom row build, the powered overhead slash does extra damage. So you can one-shot enemies without having to parry again like the top tree. So if you're just looking to hit those breakpoints and get that damage output, then the bottom row is going to be a little bit stronger, but the top row still definitely has its use cases. All right, and in the second part of the video, we're going to be investigating, does Overcharge, the assault perk, where it increases charge attack damage by 25%, does it work with the power axe? And the short answer is no, but there is a little bit of interesting information that we find out from these clips. So if you want to stay around and hang out, we'll go into some Mega Nerd breakdown level stuff. Okay, so this is with Overcharge active. So the power backstep does 105. And then for this next attack with the powered overhead slash, see that hit the Tyranid Warriors health is 201, and it only says it does 33 damage there, but you'll see now that the Tyranid Warrior is actually down to 146 health, so it actually did 54 damage on that overhead slash. And then we got another power backstep for 105 and an unpowered overhead for 15 damage. And then we have another unpowered overhead for 26 damage. And the regular whirlwind heavy attack does 20.1. So remember that because we're going to look at without overcharge in a second here. And then we're just doing some more whirlwind attacks. And for the most part, they all do 20.1. And then here, I got an unpowered overhead that did 42.3. And then a power backstep with 67 and a power overhead for 35. So sometimes the powered overhead can do 35 or 54, and it depends on when you do it. So if you do the powered overhead immediately after a parry, where you just only hit the attack button after parrying, you'll get the 54 damage version, but it's not really worth it because you can't do the one-shot combo. So it's the ability all the way at the end of the bottom row power axe tree that gives you that 54 damage version, but you can only do it every so many seconds. So it can be strong because it also gives a little bit of AoE, but it has the drawback that you can only do it every so often. So as you can see here, the power backstep attacks are not affected by overcharge. And in this next clip in a second, you'll see that neither are the heavy spinning whirlwind attacks. So it's basically, it doesn't seem like any of the power axe attacks benefit from the overcharge perk, which is kind of sad because it's not a particularly strong weapon anyway. It is good. I don't think people give it enough credit because it is actually good that you can one-shot a Tyranid Warrior with that combo on the bottom tree, but it would be nice to have Overcharge working. And I was running this with the fencing version, so on balanced, it could be even stronger with the bottom tree. Let me know if you guys have tested that, because that could actually be pretty good. You might be able to hit some more breakpoints with that. But anyway, if you guys found this video useful, drop a like on it for me and let me know down in the comments what else you would like tested, or if I missed anything about the power axe or got anything wrong. Drop a comment down below and let me know. Have a good one, guys.